Morning world, and welcome to Thursday the 23rd of April. The day has finally come, the coveted and much anticipated day that I've been looking forward to for the last month is finally here. There he is, along with his little brother. That's it. The last lambs have been born. She did it all by herself last night. I got out of bed early this morning and looked out the window from my scope, and there they were. They were both up and standing actually when I looked at the window, both sucking on her, so I went back to bed. They were quite happy. So she's all cleansed, they've had their spectam, they've had their navels dipped, everything is done. So they'll stay in today. Because they're both ram lambs, I will top and tail them tomorrow. I haven't given little number 11 a bottle this morning. I want him to continue looking to his mum. He's not hollow this morning. He's thin, but he's not hollow. So I'll probably end up giving him a bottle. But anyway, so we've got lambs here that are fit to go out. Number 13 can go out. Number 12 can go out. So I think what's going to happen is they're just going to be taken up one at a time up to the field. It's easy just to take the lambs, and they'll follow me. So okay, yeah. Number 12 is trying to steal some now. Sorry, number 11 trying to steal some. Yeah, I think they're going to be in for a couple of days yet, until I'm happy with that number 11. Right then, okay, we'll grab a lamb and take it at the field. Right, come on mummy, come on, come on, we don't want number 11, come on. Come on. Right, you stay in there. You can come with me. Come on in. Meh. 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 Right then. Come on, Mum. Follow me. So a bit more news today. I've just rung up Malcolm at Chippenham Farm Sales. Funds have cleared, so our trailer, our new 25-foot hay trailer, is paid for. Come on in. All I've got to do is take the tractor to Chippenham and fetch it. So that might be a road trip later today, if not today, tomorrow. We're going to look at a little shiny, tempting farm kit. Come on in. Oh God, been spotted. Come on in. Good girl. Right, there's your baby. No, there, that one. There you go. One down, one to go. He was grubbing in the creep, so I'm quite happy with that. You've got to stay in there. Nope, stay there. So even though he's off the bottle, he's actually growing quite well. They think I'm going to feed him again. Not happening. Right, let's go and fetch another lamb. Right. Lovely little boys. You did a good job there, well done. Right. I can hear a raven. I can't see him, but I can hear him. Right. Gotta catch that one now. Can you hear that? Where is he? I reckon he's sat on the fence out here somewhere. There he is. Whatever you want, you're not having it. Okay. Come here. He's a good lamb. Right then, mummy. Mate, come on then. Mate. Come on, mate. Good girl. Right, she's very, very proud of her lamb, so it's not going to be difficult to get her to follow me. No, you got to stay in there. You stay in there with yours. Right, come on, mate. Get away. This lamb's only a day or so old, but she's made a really good job of it. This is the one the vet pulled out, which I could have pulled out, but I didn't. And he is fit enough to go out. Come on then. Happy days. Come on then. Good girl. Almost there. There you go. One baby delivered. That's that sorted out. While we're here, we'll have a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. 16. Okay, I'm missing some lambs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Still missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 18. All right. Okay. Oh, I miscounted. They're all here. Everybody happy? You happy? Number one. Got plenty of grass left out here. Probably getting shy on grass out here now as well. But the lambs are looking well. I'll check the creep feed in a minute. They might want another bag in there. So hopefully the lambs will start taking more creep soon. That'll take a bit of pressure off the ewes. Not a lot of pressure, because the lambs like going beating their mothers up, but well, there's still a bite out here. It appears the grass is almost keeping up with them. If you compare I don't know if you can see electric fence, but if you compare the grass this side of the fence to the other, there's not a massive difference. So I think it is keeping up. We'll go and have a closer look just for the safe side. Pied Piper. Yeah, there is still food out here for them, but it won't be long. They'll be out here for a week, and it is a case of I do like to move them about. So maybe the weekend we'll have a swap over, and I'll actually put the sheep that side of the fence, because once they're down there, they've got the stream. They can drink at the stream, so it's not so important with the water. So I'll put them down there for a week, give this side a rest for 10 days, and then they can come back up here. So, but if you look at the difference in the grass between that side of the fence and that side, not a massive difference. So, but there you go. The thing is, I mean, we can't really call this mob grazing because there's not enough of them to be called a mob. That fence isn't on, by the way. But, you know, fresh ground works best for sheep. Two new mums are making their way down. Come on up! Come on! Right, new lambs will do well with a bit of sun on our backs. So, and a bit of fresh Dr. Green in them. Right, so it is 11 o'clock. I've got to make a decision now. Am I going to drive to Chippenham today to fetch a trailer, or shall I leave it until tomorrow? It's probably going to be tomorrow, but I get the tractor out today. I can go around it, check my oils and my levels, check my tyre pressure, stuff like that, because there's a fair bit of road work to do. So it's best part of 50 miles, and I'll be towing 25-foot trailer way back, which will make life more interesting. So through the middle of Chippenham. The upside of it is CV19 will probably have made traffic a bit lighter than usual. So dragging a big long trailer through town should be less fraught than usual, he says. Maybe. Okay, so a quick look at this creep. No, still a fair bit in there. And that side. Looks like usually scratching their backs on here though. That's heavy. So, update on the Doosan digger. Had a phone call from Paul yesterday, who's the guy who's looking after it for me. We ummed and ahed about putting new tracks on it. The tracks were down to about 15%. They were pretty worn. But the amount of work I give it, it was a case of, was it worth it? Was it not? And yeah, he's come back with a price of £790 for a set of tracks, which was better than the quote I'd got before. And it's a case of, well, he's got it there, he's got it apart. Tracks are on 15%. I don't really want to spend the money, but it's there. So it's having new tracks. I think one of the roller followers was a bit slack on it as well, which may have been one of the problems with the track coming off. So basically it's going to have a little bit of TLC. Okay, so now I've opened up the centre gate down here. So basically the couple of sheep that are left in there have the run of the whole barn. They can always find a bit of sun now, or a bit of shade, or a bit of shelter, whichever takes their fancy. And there's plenty of that there for time being. Right, okay, cracking little lambs. They're topped and tailed, so that little one is looking for it. He just seems to have trouble finding it. Or he's just not getting out of her. I mean, if you look at the two lambs, that one's full, this one is not. But this is what I want to avoid. No, I've got nothing for you. Go and see mummy. He's definitely hungry. Definitely hungry. I don't want another bottle fed lamb. Oh no. No. No, you're not cute. I don't like you. No. No. Abby. What?
Are you recording me?
What? Have you read all the instructions? I have
a horrible feeling they're all going to be different, and I'm going to struggle with life.
Just write on the pots what's in each pot and plant them all individually in each pot. So obviously you've got enough seeds in each packet to do one pot.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
But apparently, I got racket to plan.
Right.
Abby,
Your mother's calling you.
get Henry to do a spreadsheet up for you, and then you'll be able to be all right with it.
She said get Henry to do a spreadsheet for you and then you'll be all right.
No, he's working. I went to ask him, but he's on the phone, which is why I phoned you.
Okay, all right. Okay, well I'm bored of you now, so I'm going to go in because Holly's made me a cup of coffee and you haven't.
You may get another phone call if I struggle with
this. I may ignore it.
I may not answer.
Yeah, so cracking 2 gram lambs this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she'd had them all by herself, did everything by herself, cleansed everything, so that's it, we're
Sweet.
done.
6 weeks to have lambing done.
Yes.
Yeah, so, right, I'm
So
going now,
that's-
because my coffee's calling me. Are you boring me? Looks like it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be a day to fetch the trailer, so I got a bit of time. We'll get the tractor out, give it a quick wash off, and check the fluid levels and that. Poor old tractor's been sat in the barn for nearly a month, nothing to do. So, do her good to blow the cobwebs out tomorrow. Right. Okay. First job was a quick wash off, I think. It's only the dust on it, so it's not actually dirty. We washed it off before we put it away, so just dust. Oh, that's a bit better. I've got the dust off. She doesn't look too shabby for a 16-year-old tractor. So we've taken reasonable good care of her. She's still only got 3,500 hours on it. So, well, actually, I think it's under 3,500. I think it's 3,400. So, you know, this is one of those things where I bought this tractor new in 2004 with the intention that I'll never need to change it. No, you never know. But the amount of hours I put on it every year, the amount of work I get it, there's no reason why this tractor should not see me out. So, anyway, like I said, that's got her looking a bit more presentable. Next thing is, I'll up the bonnet and just check the filters. Okay, now I happen to know that the water level's a tad low because of warning, because we've just put new filters on it, so it's literally before we put it away last time, we've done the oil. I say we, Matthew did it, so we've changed the oil filters, changed the fuel filters. It's got all new fresh oil in there. The only thing we didn't change this time is the hydraulic filters. We just topped up this time, but again, this tractor gets such a small amount of work that we decided not to change those this time. Right, so we need to put a bit of water in there, and we need check the air. I will just check the air filter. I think Matthew did the air filter last time, but we'll just have a quick look while we're here. Hopefully I won't get too wet. No point in dipping the oil yet, because I'll just turn the engine off. Nothing wrong with that. Let's go back in there. Get on there. Right, that's that sorted. Right, bit of water in there. Gently. How's that looking? Yeah, we're about 1.5 centimetres above cold level. So I don't know why he chucks water out of there, but I fill this up about, I don't know, 3 times a year. I might have a little bit of a spray off the dust out of here too while we're at it. That was a good idea. I'm getting wet. Right, we do not want to spray water down there. But while we're at it, we might as well pull the radiators out, just check them, haven't we? Well, it's quite useful having this little feature. I think most tractors do it because you want to be able to get in here and clean your radiators out. So they're actually pretty good. Plenty of daylight through there. Intercooler. So normally if radiators are really dirty, I wouldn't do it with water, because water just makes stuff more sticky. If they're really dusty or covered in seed and crap, I would normally do this with airline, or actually our big backpack blower that the tree team got. That does a good job. Oh, look, I've smeared the screen. Again, I seem to be really good at getting that dirty. So. Right. I reckon they're clean. Okay, so you can go back in there. You can go back in there. Go on, lock in. That's it. That's my radiators clean. I got a little bit of a leak on one of the rocker covers in there. There's a bit of oil coming down the inside. But I think it's literally just a bit of a weep. It's something that wants doing. But it's not a 2-minute job. And it's one of those jobs I've got to remember to do as well. Yeah, right. That'll do. I like to do a road trip through the town, and all the townsfolk thinking us farmers can't keep our kit clean. Right, that is that. So she is ready for her road trip tomorrow. I'll let that all drain off. I'll come down and I'll check the oil. I'll do that after lunch because there's no desperate rush right now. Water level's fine now. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. That's okay in there. That's my hydraulic oil level. So the gearbox is okay. Right, it is 10 to 1. Or 10 to dinner. Everyone in there seems happy. So far today I've not given the weekly number 11 a bottle. The idea is to try and keep him hungry and not have him come into my voice every time he hears me. So at the moment he's ignoring me. I'm happy with that. They're all happy. Well, as happy as cattle can be, shut indoors when they want to be outside. Bramble's going to go and have a chat with his daughter. Daughter's over there going, "Oh, Bramble, you're such a big boy." She smells interesting. He wants to go over there and play mummies and daddies. She wouldn't mind if he went over to play mummies and daddies. I'm not going to let him go and play mummies and daddies. It's your daughter! Dirty bugger. Right, okay. That's that job done. I reckon I could have 10 minutes with my book. Eureka. While I'm here, and I've just spotted it, maybe we'll try another little tree ident for some of you. This tree is another one that comes out in flower before the leaf, but it flowers in an unusual place. Most trees will flower on what we call last year's wood, and on sort of tips, you know, branch tips. This tree will flower right back to the base of branches. So these are only still young flowers yet. So those of you who don't know, we look at the leaf, alternate leaves, heart shape, purple flower on the stem. So this tree has, as a clue, shall we say, some biblical significance. So I spotted one of these years and years ago, and I've always liked them, and I planted this one probably 20 years ago. So it's a decent sized specimen. They'll get to 2 or 3 times this size, mature, but who knows what this tree is. Leaf and the flower will give it away. Biblical significance. So right, okay, try that one. Well, it's 1:45. Everything seems reasonably peaceful here, apart from noisy bleaty lamb. That's it, get on it. See, he gets on it all right. He just didn't seem to hang on to it. I think his brother's been chucking him off a bit. Right. Anyway, tractor's dried out now, so I can get in here without getting too wet or dribbling water on it. So I just dip the oil. Okay, that will do nicely. Right, we are ready for tomorrow's road trip, or as ready as I can be. Well, it's the end of another day. Hasn't been a terribly busy day. I've mucked out one side of the barn, so we can start putting kit back in the dry cover again. I like having stuff indoors. I know that the steers this end are going to be short of grub for tonight. They're almost out actually. So we're going to give them a bail, so they've got something to keep them occupied all night. Alright, you know. You know the drill. Yeah, that's not really keeping them all night, is it? Come on, out of the way. Move it! And you, come on. Shift your back. Come on. Oh well. You ain't got no nuts, so you ain't gonna do no harm. Go on, in you go. got sugar coming out of there. I wouldn't want it in my tea though, no. I forgot to bring the big knife out, so I got to use the little one. But even my little one has its uses occasionally. So I don't get to use it very often, but you know, it still works. Not quite as good as the last bale, but good enough. Right, that's it, that'll be them fed. They won't be bellowing all night. I've just been told by Holly and Mrs. P that I'm getting attacked with the hair clippers soon. So I'm not quite sure how I wanted to take it, but apparently they run about taking turns on me. I'm not sure that's legal. I think I might have to call the police. Right then. Everybody happy? Yeah. Water's all right. You can shut up. You're not having her. I don't know which one he's after. One of these little effers is bulling, and he wants to. That was nasty. He wants to play mummies and daddies. Go up, right? Move. Thank you. You look like a tease. That's it. It is 8 minutes to 8. I've had enough. Apart from shutting the birds in, I'm done for the day. Well, while we're here, anybody want any monkey puzzle planks? There's a load of them there, from like 3 inches thick down to 1.5 inches, and they're all just over 20 foot long. So I had them milled up because I was going to make a staircase out of them, but I don't know if I can be bothered. So anyway, yeah, monkey puzzle, all dry, just been in the undercover and drying for 5-6 years. Just kind of ready to go now. I could do with it finding another home. All right, poultry shut in. So last quick walk around the sheep, make sure everything's happy, make sure I can see everybody. Not difficult to find them because they found me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ewes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Everything looks reasonably happy. Pleasant sunset this evening. Sun's just about to go down over the horizon. It's just starting to go chilly. Still plenty of grass out here. So I was getting concerned this morning that they might be a bit short, but no. That'll suit them for the time being yet. Well, I think that is kind of it for today. There isn't much more we can do. I'll go and sit in the office now for 2 or 3 hours and edit yesterday's, download this one. So that's kind of how I do this, is I edit the day before's while I download today's, and then when I finish editing I will actually then load today's onto the program, because it can take half an hour for it to get loaded up, and it's kind of ready to go for tomorrow then. Sometimes I'll do it all in one hit, sometimes I'll do 3 or 4 sit-ins. I'll do a bit, go away, come back, do a bit more. We were a few weeks ago we were only 1 day in front, and I think we're now at 2, but that's because we've had a couple of videos that I've made 2 in 1 day, and to try and upload 2 in a night, it takes long enough to upload 1. So right, Snorty. So anyway, all present and correct, everyone's happy. That's it, bedtime. See you tomorrow.